grab your band as well. All right, so yes, grab your band. And let's first take it, we'll stay sitting. And stretch out and keep your body nice and tall here. So let's warm ourselves up from our toes to our head. Let's start with the toes. Keeping the ankles just at about right angle. They don't have to be flexed back far, just about a right angle. And take your toes and give them a little curl. They're just waving a little nod of the toes forward. And just beginning to think about the position of your body here, sitting on your sit bones. Knees relatively straight, not necessarily locked out. A small wave back and forth, a couple more here. And then from here, let's keep the toes in one position. And now let's just move the ankles now. So you're gonna let the ankles move. The toes are staying stretched out. Back and forth. You might feel a little more stretch through the back of the knees as you pull the toes up. Down up. 5 more here, so 5 here. And then also check in that your abdominals are contracted, even though you're sitting up. You're not crunching, keeping this long back, last one. And then from here, let's make it a circle with the ankles. Circling around in one direction. Holding the band with a little tension in it, so that when you push down, you get some stretch in the band. One more this way, and let's go the other way. Circling around and around. And you're looking to open up the front of the ankles as you circle down, out and around. And then you get to stretch the back of the ankle as you come back up. So 2 more in this direction. Back to the center. Take your toes, the front of your toes, and kind of open them up like you're making a V. And keep the heels together, toes are coming out. And then back to parallel. So it's like you're going into that Pilates V. Feel those abdominals begin to kick in a little more as you go into your V. Heels come together, toes are out. We're moving from our hips, really, even though the ankles are moving. It's like you're wrapping your butt muscles under you. And you may feel like your knees kind of knock together as the heels stay together. And then back to a parallel position. One more. And then reach, let the arms stretch forward. Let your body just round a little bit forward. And then roll up. That's the last part to come up. Keep the tension in the band and take the shoulders around. So you can hold the band a little closer to your ankles. And then inhale, exhale as you roll the shoulders around. Neck is nice and long. Inhale, exhale. We're still getting nice and warm. One more circle around. Keep the shoulders back and the elbows back. Arms are out by your side, elbows are going back. Feet are pointed up towards the ceiling, so you get a calf stretch. And straightening of the knee, pressing the backs of the knees into the floor. Next long, 5 more here. Shoulders down, 2 more. 1 more, palms stay facing the floor. And then from here, you may need to bring your arms forward a little bit and also loosen the grip on the band so you have don't have as much work. You can do this without a band too. Elbows are at the sort of right angle. I turn this way to show you. And then you're gonna take your arms and bring them up. So if I turn this way so you can see my arms better, arms are resting on a table and you're coming up like a goal post, down nice and slow. Now the movement's coming from the back of the shoulder blades. You may need to bring your arms down a bit if you feel like, whoo, this is a lot on my shoulders, and then just bring them to about here. Just like that. So 3 more here. 3, 2, moving from the shoulder blades, and 1. And rest. Let the arms come down, roll the shoulders. Last couple movements with the legs straight, and then we're gonna get some bending in our legs there. Arms are down at like a low letter V. Hands are resting on the floor so that your shoulders are up by your ears. Reaching those arms long, take the palms to the back. Palms back. Now you're aiming to keep this nice tall back the whole time. As you're a little bit more and in the hamstring, active hamstring stretch for a while, you might be able to lean forward a little bit, if not, working on staying nice and straight. Feel the backs of the arms work for 4, 3, fingers or knuckles are sliding on the floor, 2, 1, and hold. Take the chunk and try to bend forward. Keep the arms back, like you're doing a little bow. Little bow. Again, you can do all these without a band, just so you can get as much work in the arms. You're not using a band. 1 more. And then sit up nice and tall. Last movement with the legs straight. Palms come up into this right angle. It's as if your arms are resting on a table here. And just keep the arms here. And let's take the back. Lean back. Open up the front of the hips. Use the abdominals to bring you back forward. Inhale, exhale. Two more here. Come back and hold. Straighten the arms, bicep curls up and down. Let's do 2 more here. Hold. Come back. And let the arms come down. Shoulders can roll around. And take the band off. Double up the band. Actually, I'm going to triple up mine. Just take one knee or bend it up. Put underneath the band under the ball of the foot. You can let the other knee bend slightly since we've been straight for a while. Keeping the back tall here. Let your foot do a little tap here. Tap into the music. Working on feeling a little more bend in the knee here. You can slide the heel up. Slide it down. Slide it up. Slide it down. One more and hold it up. Little taps again. And again, we're gonna slide it up. I'm leaning forward because my band's really tight. Doesn't have to be this tight. And slide it down. One more. And let's hold it bent. It doesn't have to be a large bend, but just a comfortable bend. Other leg. Working to bend this one and straighten. Actually, let's keep it bent and try our little taps. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out. Back and forth. One more here. Thumb up and tap. Last tap, but straighten. And bend. And then you can take the band off. Feel the difference in the two knees here as far as the bend goes. And we're gonna go laying down on our back. All right, so we're here on our backs. I have the band not completely doubled, but actually I have it just in doubled once before it was tripled actually. And let's start with our shoulders. Arms reaching up towards the ceiling without bending the elbows, just reaching, and then keep the elbows straight as you pull back. So you want a long neck. You're gonna take your arms up and down. So this is the movement that you would use if you're doing a push-up on the wall or a push-up on the floor or in between on a counter. Now one more, hold the shoulders up, elbows are straight, and then pull on the band. And then control the band coming back in. So you're gonna open up, control the band back in. Again, you're trying to reach the arms to the ceiling the whole time. And now let's take an inhale here. Exhale, open up. Inhale in, exhale, open. And then we're gonna just build, build, build on this movement. Arms are in. One leg goes up in the tabletop. As you open the arm, you're gonna open the leg. Then switch. Open as you pull. Open. And speeding it up a little bit. Abdominals are engaged the whole time. You have the middle back resting on the floor. And again, taking the leg to the outside. Outside with the leg. Just the one leg. One more each side. Abdominals are holding your trunk still. And down. Now take both legs up into tabletop. Pause. Open both and close. Open both and close. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out there. Slowly, slowly bring the arms and legs back in. Take your legs and up, legs down, arms down. You can inhale in, exhale, straight back, coming into your bridge. Arms reach over your head. Hold. Nice. Keep holding. Lift the front of your feet so heels are down. Our heels are just pressing into the mat. And now slowly bring your arms back up. Lower the hips, lift the hips. One more, come up and hold. Open, close with the arms. Open, close. Hold, lower the hips down. Lower the feet. Take the right leg, put the foot in the band. And your single leg bridge here. Shoulders are back, we're gonna press, lift. Press, lift. One more, come up and hold. Straighten that leg. Keep it straight. Lower this leg just a bit so the thighs are even with each other. One more here. Lower the hips. Switch to put the other foot in and lift. One more, come up and hold. Straighten the leg, lower and lift. Lower and lift. Feel the buns work. Lower and lift. Two more. One more. Bend the knee and lower it down. Both feet in the band. Stretch the legs up. Flex and point. Flex and point. 3, 2, one more. Actually, let's hold the feet flexed. Take the right one out. Lower it down. Keep the abdominals engaged. Shoulders are relaxed. You're gonna point the foot, lift it up, flex the lower. Point to lift, flex the lower. One more here. Switch legs. And now we're going to flex it down. Point it up. Couple more here. Last one. Come up and hold. Both feet in the band, heels together, toes out. Have our frog position here. Let the knees bend in to bring the band in between your knees. Press out. Coming in, pressing out. Coming in, pressing out. Two more here. Hold, little lowers with the legs. Feeling the abdominals work to help the legs lower. Two more. Last one. Send the knees in, take the band out. Let the band go to the side. Hands behind your head. Inhale in. Exhale all the air out. And lift. Keeping the abdominals engaged. Head is resting in the hands. Keeping this upper ab curl, letting your head hang heavy. Let's take one leg in a tabletop here. Great. As you lower your head, neck, and shoulders, stretch this leg out and then bring it back in. As you bring it in, don't worry about bringing it close. You're not trying to get your nose to your knee. You're just coming to tabletop and upper ab curl. We're going to extend, leg hovers and up. Head's nice and heavy in your hands. Nice pointed toe. Two more here. Good. Hold it in tabletop. Keeping the back down, lift the other leg in tabletop. And then lower the other leg. And now we're going to continue again. Lowering and lifting. Now, as you lift up, check in that your abdominals aren't pushing up. You should feel as flat as your abs can go because your belly button is going down towards the floor, not pushing out. Two more. Come up and hold. Lift the other leg in the tabletop. Reach the arms out for 100s here. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Remember, you can stretch the legs out if you want or need more work. If your back ever bothers you, you stay right down here in the tabletop, or you can use your hand behind your head to give a little support if your neck bothers you. We're really working on these upper neck, front of the neck muscles to prevent a kind of computer posture neck. All right, so either here or here. Last 2 breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower your head, neck and shoulders first. And let's pull the knees into your chest. Let the ankle circle around. The other direction. Great. Stretch both legs up. Flex your toes down towards you. Like you can touch your toes with your fingers. Maybe you get a little bit close. And then come on down. We're going to come over onto our bellies, but we're going to have move in a nice smooth transition. So you're here. We're going to use our bridge to actually lift our hips up to scoot. Legs come over, and that's 1 movement, 2 all the way on your side, 3 on your belly. 3 moves. The neck is long. Let's take the shoulders and roll them up, back, and around. 1 more, up, back, and around. Neck's nice and long. Let's come into our swan. Let the hands go. Reach the arms out to a V position. Come back in and lower down. So we're building on that swan that you're used to doing. Coming up, hands come up. Arms reach to a letter V. Shoulders are down, away from your ears. Back and lower. Let's do 2 more like that. Abdominals stay pulled in. You're lifting up with your back muscles, not pressing with your hands. Arms come into a V and back and lower. 1 more. Arms go into a V. Arms lower in that V, lift in that V. 1 more lower lift. Elbows go back. And then all the way down to this. And turn your head to one side so you can see me. I take both arms out to the side like there's a letter T. So now if you want, you can put your a pillow under your head, or you could do this 1 arm at a time. I'm just going to go with both together. Shoulders are again away from your ears. And your letter T. You're going to lift. Then lift your head up. Rotate to the other side. And lower. And again, lift the arms first. Lift up, rotate to the other side, and lower. So it's arms lift, upper back lift, and head turns. As the head turns the other side, you're keeping the abdominals in. Arms lift, trunk lifts. Come back now to the center. Bring your hands under your forehead and check in that the shoulders are down. Inhale in, exhale as you float the left leg up. Engage those glute muscles and then lower it down. Now, you're working on keeping the knee nice and straight, trying to avoid bending the knee. Serves 2 purposes. You have a little more work in your glute butt muscles, back of the thigh muscles, as well as tightening the front of the thigh muscle, your quadriceps, in order to make the knee a little straighter. So ideally, let's do 3 more. Looking down, shoulders are down. Lift, squeezing the behind and lower. Great.
And let's switch the other side. Same idea. If you have one knee that bends or straightens a little more than the other, that's where you're going to notice it with trying to lift. It's the butt muscle that's working hard, and then the front of the thigh muscle working hard to keep your knee straight. Lift and lower. Abdominals are pulled in, so your back isn't in a constant arch. So 5 more here. Great. Let's lift both legs up. Open them, close them, and down. Okay, so it's a lift both legs, open, close. Those glute muscles have to work again. Do 2 more here. Great, and rest. And stick your toes under you to get a stretch for your arch since your toes have been pointed for a while. And from here, you may notice that you can go from a little bend in the knee to a little straighter. So let's alternate legs here to straighten and let the knee tap. Here's a good way to kind of feel the difference or see the difference in one knee bending, the other knee straightening a bit more. And let's see if you can speed it up. One then the other and one then the other. One more each side and let both lift up. Pull in your abdominals. Take your arms and press yourself up a little bit. So you're on your thighs. You don't have to be on your knees. On your thighs and then lower back down. Basically, you're going into a plank, right? Next long, pressing yourself up. Abdominals stay pulled in on your thighs. Arms have to work a bunch. This is helping you to push yourself up, getting up and down off the floor, etc. Long neck. Shoulders stay down as your forearms press into the floor. Trying to get this straight back, not an arch back. Last one. We're building onto a plank, right? Coming up. Abs are pulled in, just the thighs are on, so you don't have to get on your knees, right? And then come on down. Let's bend one knee. Flex the foot. Circle the ankle. You want to put your hands under your head there. Reverse the direction. And then lower the leg down. Other leg, bend the knee first, then circle the ankle around. One direction. And then the other direction. And then let's stretch the leg all the way out. Okay, in 2 movements, you're gonna lay on your side. So I'm just gonna go a little closer, come a little closer to my mat here. So there's my 1, and then 2. And legs come forward. Hand can look either under your head or all the way down. Flex the feet, and let's lift. Point, lower. Flex, lift, point. One more. hold, circle, ankle. Other direction. Lower the leg a little bit, flex foot, take the leg forward and back, forward and back. Two more here. Trying to stay on your side, not rolling back. Last one. Come back. Little pulses back. Butt muscle works. Straightening. And back to the center. Let's make a circle with the whole leg. Reverse. One more. And let's bend the knee. Take it over. Lift and lower here. More hold. Point the foot. Circle. Other direction. Hold it up. Flex and point the foot. Hold the foot pointed. Lift a little bit. Tiny pulses. Last one. Back. Knees both come together for a clam. Single clam. One more. Both legs come up. Two more. And then you're gonna hold, open, close. One more. Hold it, stretch both legs up. Bring them back in, toes tap. Close it all the way up. Flip the knee over. We'll bring everybody forward some to rotate. Hands go behind your head. Elbow goes in and out. In and out. One more like this. Stretch the leg out. Flex the foot. Straighten the other leg and hold. Take a nice inhale, exhale. One piece at a time, move everything back. We're going to work in two movements to sit up to come to the other side. Yeah. So push up. Here's your one. There's your two. Here's your one. And here's your two. Legs come forward. And lift and lower. So this year, we'll work on even more smoother and whole body, more efficient transitions from one position to the next. And that should also help with your get up from the floor, sitting up from a chair, especially lower chairs. One more. Come up and hold. Flex and point. and circle, and circle. Lower the leg a bit, come forwards, backwards. Two more. Last one, forward, backwards, stay back. Little pulses back. Last one. And then make a circle with the leg. Big circle. Not so many. Two more in this direction. Other direction. Pointed foot this time. Good. Remember, straight knee. Don't worry about making a huge circle if the knee has to bend as you get to the far end of the perimeter. All right. Bring the knee over. Lift the bottom leg. One more, come up and hold. Point and flex. Hold the foot pointed and circle. Reverse the direction of the circle. Last one, hold it up, little pulse at the top. Almost there, 3, 2, 1. And both knees bend. You can remember, you can lay your head down if you need, go into a regular clam, up and down. Or have a pillow under your head to give you this nice neck support. There's also great support when you're sleeping on your side. You want to have a pillow or towel that covers not only your head, but also your neck to keep you in a neutral position. One more here. Legs go together. Reverse clam. One more up and hold. Full clam. Last one, up and hold. Stretch the legs all the way out. Pull everything back in. Lower one piece, other piece. When it comes over the top, you're gonna lean your upper body forward some to let your hands rest under your head. Open, close. Use your hands to support your head. One more, come over. Stretch the leg out, flex the foot. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then pull everything in. And again, 2 movements to sit up. I'm pushing up with my upper body, elbows coming under me. One movement to come up, and then legs come over for 2. And then getting up from here, a couple ways. You could actually go back to that side sit that you were just in, right? You could also, depends on the flexibility, comfort in the hips, going this way, getting the legs under you. First, being able to comfortably lift your bottom is always good. But let's go to that side sit, but let's sit to the other side. So I'm just gonna take my legs over this way. That's your 1. Both hands on the floor will be your, actually your 2 hands on the floor, push up to 2. And then legs coming under you, 3. Standing up, we'll go with a flat back here to come all the way up for 4 and standing tall. Let your shoulders roll back and around. All right, so working on getting up and getting down most efficiently, less stress on the knees, so you don't have to kneel. Real quick, you don't have to get back down, but coming down, that same movement, you can come down, of course, hands, feet, sit to the side. So that's 1, 2. Yeah, if you're all the way down to the floor, right? There's your 1, 2. I'm pushing with my arms and my legs at the same time. 2, twisting around. 3, legs go under you. Try to avoid having them out wide to the side. Try to bring them under you so you get more support. And then it's those butt muscles and a nice straight back that's letting you come up and not add extra stress to your back. So we'll just do a few standing balance exercises. You're gonna keep your feet pressed into the floor here. And a slight bend in my knees though. Toes are spread, pressing into the floor. You should feel your heel on both sides of your feet on the floor. And from here, engaging the abdominals, shift your weight onto one leg. You don't have to lift it high. First, start with just your toes on the floor. And then if that's comfortable, your hip's not sinking down. Your hip is right underneath, right over top of your foot. Then and only then do you lift the foot up and do a little circle with the ankle. Abdominals are engaged, butt muscles working hard. Reverse the direction of that circle. And then hold there if you can. If you need to tap back down to gain your balance, fine. And then that same idea, same contraction, pulling up and in, lifting again. And then try taking your arms out to the side. Now, if you need a little more balance, you would come to a wall, fingertips on the wall without leaning on the wall, right? And then you start moving the other arm. If you feel like you're constantly kind of losing your balance. So fingertips will go on the wall, and you can hold the leg, move the arm. Right. And as that becomes easier, you give less support with your fingertips. You should feel that whole side working. Let's switch to the other side. Toes are pressing down into the floor, abdominals are pulled up and in. Engaging the butt muscle. First, just maybe bring your tippy toes on the floor and just feeling what that feels like. And again, yeah, let the hips sit out to the side. You're gonna keep that hip pulled up and under you. Squeeze the behind. Same abdominal contraction we did when you were laying down. Begin to circle the ankle. If you need to go near the wall, for safety, do that. Other direction of the ankle. And then if you need to tap back down, that's fine. If you notice you kind of lose your balance and then just put the foot down, it's beneficial to come near a wall because then even if you're losing your balance, you want to be able to right yourself, meaning get yourself out of that, oh, I'm losing my balance position, to come back up without every time just putting the foot down. That takes practice, that takes your confidence in your body. So that's why getting against the wall would be ideal. But if I'm losing my balance here, then I'm righting myself back up to a center position without just stepping down. But the wall gives you that safety factor. And then the other part's moving arm. You don't want your toes to curl in, you want your toes pressed flat down. Great. And then rest. And then from here, again, spread your toes wide. And lift onto both heels and lower back down. So this gives your calf some power. And you're using these movements, obviously, when you're reaching up for something, but going up and down on the stairs, not only your knee muscles, thigh muscles have to work, but these calves have to work. And they're connected. There's a big connection to being able to press the toes down, lift the butt, lift the heels. All of these muscles to the back of your leg are working together to get you up, right? To get you up. Again, this is a great exercise to do near wall because then you can come up and really control the down. So I have a little bend in my knees. You can do it either straight. You may notice one is going to be easier than the other. Straight knees, control the down. Don't let your ankles come out to the sides. Okay, I have a lot of extra mobility in my ankles, but I don't want to do this when I'm up with weight on my foot, right? So you want to be able to go straight up, the knee towards the second toe, and then control the down. So you're not plopping down. So for your homework, giving some extra homework these days for the POTS program class is going to be come against a wall, spread the toes, press the toes into the floor, straight knees, start, 10 repetitions. Just make sure you're not leaning on the wall, but the wall is just there for you to give you a little balance as you lower down slow. So the homework exercise is going to be 10 times. Up, and then go down in 3, 2, 1 seconds. Up, down, 3, 2, 1. Up, down, 3, 2, 1. Up, down, 3, 2, 1. And that's for 10 repetitions. Just 10. All right. Up and down, 3, 2, 1. And then after that, after those 10, stay against your wall. Back, heel goes down, knees nice and straight. And you're going to this runner stretch, right? You have a nice big space between your feet, right? You're leaning forward, feel that calf stretch. And then from here, you're gonna reach the same arm that's behind with the same leg. Reach that arm across your body. Taking a couple breaths. So you get to stretch the whole front side of your body. And then let's try the other side. Nice big space between your feet. You don't have to bend a lot with the knee in front. And you're making sure you keep the back heel down. So the main point, big space, heel down, reach, and then reach over your head. And then you just want to stay in this position, let's say for just 10 seconds, and then come up. 10 seconds and come up. So, and you can do 3 on each side. So again, a real quick repeat for your home exercises. I'm just going to give 1 a week, okay, on a Sunday. So you have your heel raises, up quick, down in 3 seconds, up quick, down 1, 2, 3. Make sure you count your seconds slow. And then the stretch for those muscles you just use, not only stretches the calf, but also working on your knee straightening. So we'll work on some more knee straightening for this week, and then we'll work on a little more knee bending for the following week. And all finished for today. You have your homework, and see you next time.